Hey. I am back with another message. Somebody is sitting there staring at their phone. They got a whole message or a whole letter. Something that they want to send to you, something that they want to write to you, something that they want to give to you. They want you to receive this, but they keep, when the bubbles keep popping up and it's like somebody about to tell you something, they about to write something, and you like, damn, is they writing something long? Why is it taking so long? And then the bubbles go away. It's like they never sent these messages, or they keep contemplating about should they send them or should they not. There was a lot of things that was never said. They was holding back, or they drafted and erased a lot of things. They knew they could have made things right genuinely, but instead they offered you fake apologies. They didn't really mean it. They was just manipulating your. They wanted you to be guilty, and it was just manipulating your love. They felt like you never really had no real chance with them anyways. They was gaslighting you. It was like a guy who is a womanizer, who uses women for money, uses a woman for a place to stay, and they feel like, I don't really love her, I'm just using her to get back on my feet. Once I get back on my feet, I'm finna play her cock. Like, dude, you are a dude who doesn't have anything in the first place, and you thinking you finna play her cock. If anything, you're gonna receive karma for doing the dumb shit you do. Get, like, I don't know. They felt like they didn't even never really love you. Like, this whole time they was just fucking playing you. They felt like they never really loved you. They felt like they wasn't attached or nothing. They was really just in it to play you and use you. And they felt like they was doing a good job. That's why it was a lot of things where they felt like they could have been sending you things to reassure you, or they could have been sending you things to tell you shit, but they didn't want to really string you along that much. Like, they was more of a love bomber. Only when you really walking away is when they wanted to come back in with a fake apology. Other than that, they ain't about to text you all of that shit or do all of that shit, so they never did. Now that they realizing that you walked away, like, they see that you realize that you deserve better, you start treating yourself with more respect. But you always had self-respect. You just gave these people a chance. I don't know. They see that they know you deserve better, and they see you operating like that. They see you talking about shit like that, or they see you being this being that you always being. Like, they know that you have realized something. You came to some sort of realization. You've been empowered. And now they starting to realize that they did love you. They did, like, they don't have nobody that's like you, and they should have appreciated that love. They should have accepted that love as love instead of taking it as, oh, you a lick. They took at it like you a lick. You know, when a motherfucker be like, oh, girl, he just bought me this and this and this, did all of this for me. He a lick. I'm gonna take him up top. I'm about to see what else I can get. Instead of looking at it like, damn, there's somebody who genuinely fuck with you, and you could really build a relationship with them, and you could really fuck with them for a while. Instead, you looking at it like a lick and trying to get all you can get. When that's over, what you gonna do? Bop to the next motherfucker? Like, come on now, it ain't that many motherfuckers out here who gonna do certain shit that people out here doing. But that person, actually, the person who was giving this demon all of the shit, they fell victim to giving the wrong motherfucker some shit, which was you. And then that person realized they deserve better. So now they shining up with the new motherfucker. You probably ain't even got nobody, but it's just like they gon' see, like, damn, that could have been me. But they already realizing, like, it was lingering energy there, because now they stuck with it. It's like you cut the ties, you cut the soul ties. So now they stuck with that lingering energy that you once felt, because you have healed. You realize you deserve better. You realized again who the fuck you was. They could have had you on some sort of love spell. You'd have forgot who the fuck you was and shit. You all over there keep fucking with these motherfuckers and shit or whatever. Like, now they starting to see they didn't never really give you no closure. They don't have no closure. They starting to feel like, damn, there was a soul tie or something. They feel like it's some lingering energy. They just stuck with all of that energy. It's a heavy pound of energy, because you had some of it, and you had all of it. Because all the energy that they should have been feeling, they was just pushing it onto you to make you feel guilty about it, making you feel guilty. You cut the cords, now all of that shit onto them. They feel guilty. They had used and then discarded you. They threw you away. They devalued you. They felt like they just treated you like trash emotionally. Some people probably doing that to them right now, or that's how they starting to feel, or they feel like, since they never really said what they had to say, and because you felt like you knew they was giving you fake apologies and stuff, they starting to feel like you just be using them and discarding them now. Like, now the only time you call them is when you need something, and then you just leave them where the fuck they at. You don't really talk to them or nothing, and they heartbroken. They could be stalking you on social media, watching you, lurking. They could be obsessed, or they could have been stopped from, like, Like, it hurts when they look at you or when they stalk you now. Like, now when they look at you, now when they stalk you, or now when they be trying to see what's going on, it just hurt. They get something in their heart that make them feel overpowered by guilt. And they don't even really want to look at this shit. They was being fake nice to you. They was being mean. They was manipulative, wearing a mask, and you uncovered that. You see that. You see the mask. They was trying to stop your glow up. They didn't want you to transform. They was trying to steal your confidence, trying to steal your light. They see that you was choosing yourself. They was trying to stop you from choosing yourself. They didn't want you to choose yourself. They thought you was going to always be running after them and accepting these fake apologies forever. And now they seeing that they never really even acknowledge their own feelings. And they dreaming about you. They could be dreaming about you. You could be popping up in these people's dreams. They could be having wishful thinking about talking to you, because that's what they want to do. They want to talk to you. They feel like they should have done, like, they feel like you feel like you should have been done. They don't want you to feel like that. They don't want you to feel like you should have been done. And they also in denial. Like, some of these people in denial about the way that they treated you. Still. They felt like you was overanalyzing shit. They felt like you was always dreaming of the future. You was always talking about the future with them, and they didn't want to talk about that shit. They didn't want to give you the future. They didn't want to have a future with you. They didn't want to have a what if with you. These people was toxic. They knew it was a toxic tie, and they knew they just had you on an emotional chain. They knew they had you on an invisible leash. They knew they felt like they was walking you like a dog. And now they're getting ready to receive karma. This is a quick read. If I said anything that resonates, please be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and follow, because that helps my pages grow. And it helps me to stay consistent with dropping these messages for you guys. Thank you.